Cool, doing all right, doing all right.
Awesome. Is this your first Comic-Con?
No, as in this capacity, yes. Not as a fan and a nerd, no.
So can you talk a little bit about what it's like to come in, this step foot into this world?
The Comic-Con world or the Arrow world? Both. Well, the Arrow world is so great. I feel so blessed and fortunate to be able to come into a show that's so great like that, with such an amazing cast and roster of producers and crew. So just, pinching myself every day that I get to work there and get to be a superhero, which is very cool. As far as the Comic-Con aspect, being on this side of the table is really surreal and cool and mind-blowing, and I'm just like loving it, eating it all up,
For some reason, you seem a lot taller in person.
The reason is because I'm very tall.
Because with the show, you seem shorter.
Yeah, I'm 6'5", so yeah. And I'm thankful. I think 6'5" is the cutoff height before you seem awkwardly tall. So I'm very thankful for that. Yeah.
So did you know anything about Mr. the character you eventually became?
I have heard of the character before. I didn't read all of his comics, like Mind Games and stuff like that. But then once I found out about it, I just went hardcore into research. I try to stay abreast on all the black superheroes and just like make sure I'm knowing who's out there. There's not too many, so but yeah, it was something I really dug into, and I was really fascinated by the character and seeing his journey, and what drove him to be this terrific, and how much he was just embodying science and really trying to forward humanity and create all this amazing tech and stuff like that. So I really like the character. I used to work Geek Squad, so I definitely have some experience with tech and engineering and whatnot. But yeah, so I love playing that character, and my only hope is that I do him justice and people like it.
So how do you view him though? What's your take on the character as he's evolved in the world?
Yeah, thankfully the writers of the show are so amazing, and they really have some in-depth ways of really exploring characters. And I love seeing where he's going now, even from season 4 to season 5. It's very different. It already feels very different, and I love just getting to explore him and really seeing what drives him and what motivates him. And I think getting to play a character like that has so many layers is just so much fun, But he'll definitely, right now he's really nerdy and fun and all that, but you'll see him go through the growing pains and hearten up a little bit and stuff like that, so it's really cool.
How's the Flashpoint universe? How's the new Flashpoint universe going to change the character?
Well, you really have to talk to the producers about that, because they really told us to say that. So, but I think it will have an effect on Arrow. As far as what that effect is, the producers will know more about that. They kind of keep us in the dark, which is good, because I would give all the spoilers away if they didn't. So that's good.
So there was an article that talked about how Felicity is more of the software side of the team, and Curtis is going to be more of the hardware.
Yeah.
So could you talk a little bit more about what his role with the team's going to be?
Yeah, I think you kind of saw some of those instances in last season, whether it was him creating the biostimulant to help Felicity walk, and the power cell to help charge, to help really change humanity in the sense of how they get power and whatnot. But you'll see him work on a lot of tech and bring new things into the fold, and also get his foot wet and getting out into action on the field.
So you're series regular now.
Yes.
Are they putting you into more hardcore training?
Yeah, I'm training. I have a trainer right now, and I'm just so excited. Even the first couple episodes, we're really diving right into it, and really Curtis is having a lot of fun and getting out there. It's awesome.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Have you done nutty hardcore Stephen Amell?
Curtis, he's an Olympic athlete, so he definitely is athletic and definitely gets in there. As far as the parkour aspect, he can get it in. Definitely get it in. He saw that little flip on episode 18, I think. He's got some skills. Yeah, so it's going to be really nice to dive into that in season 5.
Thank you.
Thank you.